the use-based license.
Hmm.
You mentioned that today it's going to be acres covered. So whether it's See and Spray or Exact Shot on the planter, maybe it could be used in a different manner in the future. We're not sure, but today it's all talking about acres covered. And there's one unique piece to that because with those with the See and Spray technology or the Exact Shot technology, being that it's use based, you don't have to pay anything if you're not going to use it, correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Tony. The business model that John Deere's developed and continue to develop, and we're working with our customers on it, is that John Deere will invoice you the amount of acres that were sprayed after you sprayed it. The prior year, the customers are buying these units ahead of time, but going forward is actually after you use them. That on a monthly basis, that is what the business model will be for the 2025 growing season. So
Let's dive a little deeper into that, Joel. So, some of you may have heard talking about, John Deere direct billing the customers or things like that. You may be in conversation with your local John Deere dealership or your local RDO product specialist about making sure you're getting your operation center set up, things like that. Let's talk a little bit more about this direct billing
yep.
business model and exactly what you were saying, what John Deere is doing, how it's going to be rolled out, what technologies are utilizing it, and then let's key in on that importance of the operation center being set up so that the customer can get the bill in the correct manner.
Yes. Yeah, and what we've had a lot of focus on it on right now on account setup. So a lot of our customers, most of our customers today, any customer that purchases a piece of equipment with telematics with JD Link system on it, need an operation center set up for that. A lot of those were set up and over time realized that we needed to make sure that the from a data privacy standpoint that we had the owner had the right permission set up on it and had the right control over it. And now as we transition into these licenses being tied to these op center accounts, it's very important to make sure that the legal entity of the individual is tied to that as well. For instance, when direct billing starts happening, we want to make sure that the information is as accurate of the location where the customer lives from a tax standpoint. Different states have different tax laws around some of these licenses, so you want to make sure that that's accurate, that's in there, and that the right person is being invoiced for that. So the team here at RDO, we've been working hard with the field team, everybody who works with the customers with these accounts and the equipment, of doing our due diligence to helping the customers get things set up. Because it actually takes a phone call of the customer to John Deere to make sure things are set up properly. And the situations that we've gone through so far, our precision product specialists and or the account managers are working directly with that customer and helping them get the right information they need with their equipment and reviewing that operation center account, how it's set up, who has access, what are the permission levels, all that, because it just continues to be more and more important every day that the accounts are set up properly. Permissions are set up right, who has access to that information that's in your op center account, and it's just good to do that good review with the team here at RDO to make sure that things are working the way they should be.